Welcome to Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, where this crowd has been in since early in the day, saying, you know it, you tell the story, you tell the whole world that this is Bear territory. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Golden Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Dropping back, it's Avant. Got his man quickly. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He looks that one in nicely. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Play number 9 on this drive. Coming after it. Snagged on the outside, it's Hoffman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Dropping back, it's Avant. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
First down for this offense. The run to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
At the 35, he's loose. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. To the air, it's Avant. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really... Not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line, because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. first down here for the offense. He's going to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Handoff from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Avent. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Bulldozes his way through. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
To throw, it's Floyd. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And I know most offensive coaches, they're going to be thrilled taking all these 50-50 shots against man coverage. I don't know, though, if they want to keep testing that defensive back. He has been on fire.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going with the ground game left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt.
Complete downfield.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding a soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Gets it out fast. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Turns it on in midfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 21, Cal, 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
Looked like they started to find some momentum, so now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Avant. Throws to the back. He's got his man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them.
He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. He'll pull it down. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Makes his connection. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Wants to throw. It's Avant trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running behind that left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Cal 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Getting some heat. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He gets a block. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing that... That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll try the run. Steamrolls his way ahead, and they get him down.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a carry.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to not.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the stomping has commenced. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Avant. Oh, he wants it all. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's second down. Give to the running back. Discards a man. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Golden Bears are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are trying to get behind the defense. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The give to the left side. Oh, what a move! He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Watts. Going for it all. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. It's caught. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cal!
Flexibility to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense staying out there. It's been a 50-50 proposition on 4th down. They're 2 for 4. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Watts. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
He's got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's looking to throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Avant. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. The Golden Bears are on the move. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Buying some time. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the score. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation, drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quickly complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Going for 6. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what